I believe I can fly.
No, I didn't just do that. No, I did not just do that.
There's something wrong with you, dude.
Hey there, Warzone 2 third-person slayers. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 simple tips that you can use to get more kills, and more specifically, making sure you find teams and not just loot around for 4 or 5 minutes, just waiting for a team to pass by, and by end of the game, you're going to finish with just under 10 kills. Now, I've been playing third-person games for over 20 years, starting with the SOCOM series, and I heavily played the OG MW2 competitively on game battles where I was a top 20 team. PT Insomnia, so I know my way around third-person games. So if you are a timid player currently and want to learn how to be more aggressive, you're watching the right video. Before we get into these tips, at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you a brand new loadout I highly recommend trying that helped me get a 22 kill game playing third-person duos. Warning, this loadout will replace the RPK. And as we're going through these tips, you'll see video of that gameplay. So tip number 1. You need to land in an area with at least 5 to 6 teams so you have a chance to start off with a good amount of kills in the first circle. And if you don't pick up kills in the first circle, it's going to be very hard to have a monster game. This means you can't land out in the middle of nowhere on the other side of the plane's flight and worry about looting up, getting your guns, or waiting for a stronghold to open. Land hot and then worry about getting a gun. Tip number 2. You can't be afraid to push teams. If you see 2 teams fighting, you need to push them ASAP and see if you can pick up some easy kills. Or if you hear enemies firing, run towards that direction immediately. Do not hesitate. There's been way too many times where I'll play with friends or randoms and they are simply too timid when I know for sure if they push, they will knock that player down. Have confidence. You need to see a team as your prey. You want to be the lion. You don't want to be a mouse. Tip number 3, which is quite obvious. Use bounties and UAVs like they are your best friend after the first circle. Obviously, you won't have a problem finding teams or having to go on droughts of no kills for 2 to 3 minutes if you constantly are using UAVs and looking for those bounties. Tip number 4. Make sure you are near vehicles at all times, because if you aren't, it's going to take you much longer to trace bounties or get back into the action. Plan ahead before you push a team and locate a vehicle to use after you wipe that team, and move to it as soon as you can. Naturally, you need to also be planning to repair your vehicles at a gas station, especially if you are using a chopper. And if you want to get the most amount of kills, by far, make sure you are using a chopper with UAVs in your pocket. And I'm guilty of it myself. Sometimes I'll be waiting for a team a little bit too long, where a gunfight's going to take too long, and before I know it, gas is moving and I'm frantically trying to find a vehicle. It happens, so your goal with that is just try to let it happen a lot less often. Because there's nothing more annoying when you're having a high kill game, you're on a heater, and you're in a field. You're not near a vehicle for 400 or 500 meters and you gotta run for at least a minute, maybe sometimes 2 minutes. Tip number 5. Use most wanted to your advantage. A lot of times, teams will just bum rush a most wanted because they think you are desperate to get your teammates back. At times, you can pick one up, post up on a rooftop, and wait for easy kills to come to you. You want teams to push you because this gives you a better chance at beating a PR, or simply just showing off to your friends that you are a boss at Warzone 2. And the bonus tip that I want to drop is, if you're playing with friends or you're playing with randoms, and you are in a heater, you come back, you win your Gulag, but then you take that second death, use peer pressure to your advantage for your friends or those randoms. Make sure they buy your ass back. Tell them, yo, drop everything you're doing. Your number 1 priority is to buy my ass back. Don't let them just camp. Okay, put pressure on their ass, jump in a vehicle, loot up, and attempt to buy you back. We don't give a fuck if that random dies, okay? Honestly, we want them to sacrifice, get us back in the game, and give us that chance to hit that monster PR game, especially a 30 bomb playing third person. And that's actually going to wrap it up for this video. If you would like to see more third-person videos and tips, please check out my channel and subscribe. Check out all of my videos, and I look forward to you. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good one.
God damn it.